Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is JOEHOVA. Welcome back to the channel. Let's see if it's working. Make sure we have sound. Don't want a repeat of last time. Bad JOEHOVA. Man, War Rights is so beautiful. Let's see. Railroad cut. I gotta get my South Mountain stuff better. Alright, sounds like we have audio. Alright, we're at the railroad cut. Let's take a look at this map. Like I said, I need to get my South Mountain stuff better. My friend that I've met through the volunteer program at Antietam, one of my friends, Will Blaney, he'll be in future videos with me on the channel. He knows a lot more about South Mountain than I do. But we're early in the event. We're just getting started. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Sorry I can't be here every week. I actually ditched out of training at the battlefield this weekend. I was feeling terrible toward the end of the week and just couldn't make it this weekend. So, I missed out on some training on photography as well as the town of Sharpsburg. So I had to try to get hooked up with those guys again at a later date. See if they can't fill my brain with that information. You can see already zeroed in on the point of contention.
Quick time forward.
Quick time forward.
German Corps, 5th Ohio.
March.
Got a lot of guys in the 5th Ohio today.
Left.
Good luck, Buckeyes.
Left.
52nd New York. 8th Florida. There's Mr. Hogg. Company A Recruit RG. Couple new names in here. I like it. Houston with a flag. And here we go. We're going to restart the round. Go grab a snack. In a few minutes we will be ready to rock. So we are going to play the railroad cut. I didn't pay attention to the maps. 2 servers again. 187 for 2 servers. Man, I tell you what, even when the 400-man servers come, these guys, they're going to fill it up. I'd like to see it. I don't know what the holdup on that deal is, really. Everyone I know that's played them has said they're pretty stable. So this will be fun to watch. Where are those pesky rebels? So they've already got guns out there on the hill. Out here on the railroad cut. 3rd Alabama. Excuse me.
56 in it.
Saw 56th in there as well.
Wallace.
There you go. You can hear Hagman.
Echt? Oha.
German Corps. 20th New York. Hey, Major Greenberg. Alabama German Legion. 8th Alabama. And there they are. Juicy Boss. I like to see the numbers, 8th Alabama. Very well done. Private Frogger. So, should be an interesting match. The Confederates are going to have to get out of this cut. And the way this game mode is played, each point of contention will last 15 minutes. Whoever can hold it and control it in that time will get a huge morale boost, and it will really deplete the morale of the enemy. And that's the name of this game. So on the big guns, 51st New York, the 8th Massachusetts Battery. Morty Jake, Sergeant Leo, Hellborg. For all of you that are actually interested in real artillery, I was doing training at Antietam, and they let us watch close up an artillery simulation. And you can watch every step. They explain to us every position on the gun, what they did, when they did it. I was even allowed to sponge out the barrel, so that was pretty fun. And I got a little clip of that on the old Discord. You can watch Fat Turkey Neck plunge out a barrel. Lots of fun. But I have a lot of fun hanging out with you as well. Hey, Union Man, howdy to you. Thanks for being here. So the clock starts at 40 minutes, and the Union, they've got this point of contention right in their backyard. So this is going to be an early jump for the boys in blue. We'll see how the Confederates respond. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you to UEC for letting me do this. Always an honor, my friends. It is always an honor. And you guys let me know how the sound is on the stream. I listened to make sure it was there. It is. Union lined up, chomping at the bit. 8th Florida, you know.
That sounds good.
51st New York. Look at that ulti right up here with him.
Wrong one.
Where's Longstreet the spec? Where's Longstreet? Did he fucking die again? Oh, fuck.
Longstreet is I'm sitting today. So.
Oh, send him a hateful message, please.
Oh, cost extra for that.
There are no bulls here, only horses.
Hey, I'll send you a $5.
No.
Right shoulder shield, boys.
Right. Handy under the table.
My pôjdeme ešte viac napravo, kde sa to vlastne stretáva. Dva ploty. Jeden ide vertikálne a druhý je horizontálne. Čo je? What?
Can you get Houston to send a handy on the table for a hateful message to Longstreet?
What?
Can you get Houston to DM Longstreet a hateful message because he's refusing a handy under the table?
Company at the quick time for company march. Right.
Well, Danny Fritz ain't in the mood for goofing around. He's here to kill Confederates, and that's what they're going to do. Look at him sliding through the grass. Sliding through the grass. Doesn't even have to bend his knees. Floating on the glory of battle. Look at him.
Quick time march, up and over.
So the Union streaming out.
Here, it's
Headed for that juicy point of contention right there in their face. And they know the Confederates are all the way across the map. And you got the 8th Florida and the 51st New York on this Union side. They always fight well together.
Venom kept the point. I mistook the fucking point. I thought it's in the corn, in the wheat field.
So you hear Danny calling to Venom, take the point. I don't know why he's getting himself such a hard time. He's right neck and neck with him. Man, isn't that beautiful watching all those? Again, if you're new to this game, these are all real people on real PCs around the world. This is the United European Community. And we have a lot of nations represented here today. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. These people are all around the world and they get along just fine. And that's why the history is so important to me. We want to make sure we don't repeat our mistakes. Americans have killed each other before, and we want to prevent that if possible. Here we go, 22nd Virginia. James Joker out in the van. Look at that. One-eyed Joe behind him. These guys are deadly. This is Captain Jack Stone. And at times you will find our boy Morphos with these guys. I don't see him here today. Well, they've done it. The Union have secured the point. And the Confederates are now coming out of the woods. Let's go with them on the attack. 8th Alabama, German Legion, Juicy Balls.
Ich fürs Laufen.
Out front.
Ja, eine schon. Company into line. Into line. Quick Runter March. Cease music. Denkt dran, wenn wir ins Meister
Cease music.
kommen, runter mit den Waffen.
And once again, I keep the streams clean so you guys can use any of this footage that you want for any of your videos. I love to see them. And the Confederates will probe their way through the corn on the way to the point of contention. They don't know if the Union has come out here to defend this spot. Very reminiscent of the cornfield in Antietam.
Eigentlich nicht, aber ich will nicht 6 Minuten nur rumstehen.
And the Confederates don't look like they're in a big hurry. They only got 6 minutes to take this point of contention. They've still got guys coming out of the woods, so they may just be waiting to get their men up. And the Union, too. Ooh! Artillery already starting to pop.
Oh my god, was war das für ein Jumpscare?
So 5th Ohio out here in the corn. They're going to take it first. And it looks like the Alabama are on the march. And they got the bayonet out, which they are known to do. Look at him just pimping through. Oh man, this is like footage for anything First Texas, because I don't see a flag, so that's good for that purpose anyway. As they march through the corn into the unknown, we had the benefit of seeing from the sky, but they're not the first engaged. Here we go, Confederates hitting the fence hard. That looks like 3rd Alabama, and it is hitting the 8th Florida. Whoo! Big time attack coming out of the woods across the railroad, hitting the Floridians at the corner. But Florida holding strong for the moment. 3rd Alabama's attack starting to peter out. And we'll see if the flag bearer tries to get out of there. These, our Russian friends do not have quit in their vocabulary. It's awesome. They are just going to sit here and slug it out, and the Union's going to have to get help, and it's coming down the hill. Houston doing his job, keeping that flag in an area to get all these spawns in. There's Fritz. Now we have command back on. So Alabama doing the same. They've really got a lot of people, and here's Williamson. Oh, well, there was Williamson. He's dead. Oh, Danny. He's going to do it with a pistol. He's a deadly shot. He's going to take a few with it. That's 3 in a row. Get him, Danny, get him. Oh, and he ran him off. Look at that. 3rd Alabama going to have to leave the area. Now, of course, in historical battles, you would see Danny would attack those guys immediately. But they're doing their job. They have the point of contention. No need to waste it. Alabama coming out here, and looks like they're getting outnumbered now. 56 Virginia. Mixed in. German friends. They know how to deliver the pain, but it's the 51st New York holding this position. Classic UEC units duking it out like they've done for many years. '51st today wearing their pajamas. Or at least their nightcaps. Oof. These must be the New Yorkers, historically. 9th New York, yep. And 1st Maryland. These guys were on the left. The 9th Corps attack. Ooh, here they go. Confederates coming out of the corn. Through the corn, through the smoke, come the shining bayonets of the Confederates, and they will attack the point of contention. And it looks like they will overpower the 51st New York. 8th Alabama, 56th Virginia. There's Slaughter, Juicy Boss. But they've got company coming, and it's the 8th Florida jogging through the corn, and they're going to hit him on the fence, and they didn't see it coming. And now the Confederates will be the one under attack. But they did their job. They neutralized the point of contention, keeping it away from the Union. Only 151 left. I'm a friendly. Don't stab me. Went out there, got their flag, and they did their job. 8th Florida able to wipe the Confederates from this point, and they'll be able to get that flag back for the Union. With 133 left, and they've got a lot of friendlies in the area. So a good attack by the Confederates, but a well-placed or well-timed counterattack by the Union. But they're not done yet. Here come the Confederates down the hill. What are we looking at here? It's going to be 20th New York, German Corps. The anchor of the Union. Wearing Confederate gray today. Weber knows he's outnumbered. And he certainly is right. 2 large Union companies in the area. 5th Ohio. Oh, 3. 52nd New York, along with the 8th Florida. And they see him up there. And they are going to ski-daddle right back up the hill. That is the smartest thing to do if you want to save your men, because he knows how outnumbered he is. I'll tell you what they improved with these South Mountain maps is the undulation looks very much more realistic to the actual battlefields. They just do such a great job all the time. So, Confederates getting back across the corn. Venom coming in from the rear. So, really well done. Weber showing his excellent leadership, which he's always had, to get his men out of there. No reason to needlessly destroy them and lose all those tickets. Other officers would be just happy to run right in and get annihilated. But it doesn't do anything good for your morale of your men, and it doesn't do anything good for the overall battle. Union really in this incredible position now. It looks like they're going to take this first point, and that's going to give them an incredible lead heading into this match. Man, it sucks I've been away so much. I missed this, watching you guys play. It's so much fun, so thank you for letting me be here. It really is an honor. And you can see those Confederate flags going through the corn like a shark fin in the water. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. But will they have enough, and will it be a consolidated attack? I really like this Union line that they've created here. And you got your 22nd accompanying the cannons. Yeah, this is a really solid Union line, but you can see the Confederates are going to try to flank it. Here comes Weber, and you know, he doesn't have any help, but he did give his team time to come up. Let's see if they will come up and join him. He's going to make this sweeping flank attack by himself, trying to get in behind the Union, and so he will be on the flank. And the Confederates have to attack. They've got to put men in that spot to keep that blue line from growing too fast. And right now it doesn't look like it's growing at all, which is working to the Confederates' advantage. So if the well-placed shots of the 20th New York can thin the ranks of the Union, they can get more tickets, but I don't know if they can take it. Maybe they can distract them long enough for a Confederate attack, and it looks like it may be coming through the middle. Got just 2 guys by themselves here. Corporal Chewy. Desaya? How do you say that, man? All right, here come the 8th Alabama. Alabama, German Legion, right up the gut. 20th on the side. Here come Alabama, straight for the point of contention. And it's about to get wild. And as you can see, Union able to withstand the attack. Confederates now have moved to get even further behind the Union here. But the boys in blue able to hang on, excuse me, to the point of contention. And now it looks like the Union might be able to take this point, although that blue bar is moving very, very slowly. But it is moving, you can see it. And the 20th New York down here, not going to be enough. Oh my God. And not as many as there were. Yikes. They are under fire from the Union guns, and you can see they are effective. Weber doing his best to keep the Union on their heels at least, waiting for another Confederate attack, but it does not look like it's coming. So a scattered Confederate approach may not work in their favor today. This is going to be something to watch. And right now, both sides are fairly even. I'd give the Union just a slight advantage, but when they take this point of contention, they're going to have a pretty commanding, excuse me, pretty commanding lead. Here come the Floridians, back from spawn. All right, here they go, Confederates launching an attack, but doing it piecemeal, one company at a time. This time, it's the 3rd Alabama. I'm getting flashbacks of Fredericksburg. One unit at a time. We know how that ended up there. Let's see how it goes this time. Florida's going to get here right as the Confederates arrive. And it looks like they're going to fall back. I mean, the Union just have a commanding line right there. And they're about to take this thing. Confederates, I don't know what's going on, why they're all... Maybe their strategy is to just hold these other points or something. I don't know what's going on. I mean, they got a massive army here. 3rd Alabama, 56th. Trying to get all their men back in line before they make the attack. But they may have already given up on this point because it is lost. I don't think they could take it now, no matter how hard they tried, if they came with everything they got. So now, question is, where does it switch to? I got a feeling it's going to be somewhere back here. It likes to flip-flop it and give the opponent the advantage. So we may be fighting on this fence line or somewhere in this area. And there it is. You can see the Confederates are now engaged. The whole drop down in morale. 14 minutes left, and where is the point? Oh, no, it's very close to the Union. Oh, my God. Now, the Confederates are down here, but they are severely outnumbered, and it is just a matter of time before the blue wave crushes the little band of the German Corps, 20th New York, under the command of Weber. And they know all they can do is kill Union as they come for the point of contention. That's all they've got, and they're going to have help. Looks like it is coming this way. Will it get here in time? That is the question. And any moment we will see the Union coming out of the corn. There they are, crossing the tracks. Look at them in the distance. They're not coming straight at you. They're coming for the flank, and a brilliant flank attack it was. Major Venom, no surprise. 51st New York, first to the point of contention. They're going to drive off the German Corps. Just out of range. Get some cover behind some rocks. They're not going anywhere. But just again, Weber's smart. He knows he can't hold that spot with all of these men coming down his throat. So works in his advantage to get to a better position. Now we just need more Confederates to come up and support. I believe that if these Confederates start working together, they can make a good punch. As you can see, the Union all staying in the same vicinity. It really makes a difference in this game. So we'll see if the Confederates can consolidate a line under fire. 8th Florida, 5th Ohio, 51st New York. We're all here. All right, we see Confederates now. They're going to hit the corn, try to smash into the flank. That's the 3rd Alabama. Going to try to hit the flank of the Union in the corn. Be sneaky about it if they can. You can see where the fire is, and they're going to the sound of battle. To the sound of the thundering gunfire. And they're going to hit him right in the back. Look at this. Brilliant. Didn't know they were there until they got stuck with the first bayonet. 3rd Alabama doing what they're best known for, killing with the bayonet. But they are helplessly outnumbered, and let's see how the Union responds to this sneak attack, this brilliant flanking maneuver by Williamson and the 3rd Alabama. And you can see now more Confederates flooding into the area. A strong push. You can see what happens when you work together. 20th New York. Back on the ground they gave away a little bit earlier. We've got Union in the area, but not a lot of them. Done a pretty good job here. But we do have even more Union coming in. Well, no surprise, it's a fist fight at the point of contention. Well done by the Confederates here with this attack. Seemed very well organized. A strong flanking maneuver followed up by infantry support. I mean, that's how you do it. As a unit, you can't ask for much better than that. And so the Union going to have to respond to this threat as the Confederates now look to win back some of the morale that they've lost. Here we go. They're going to take it now. I really love this game mode because it draws all the people to one spot, and you know, as a guy filming these things, it just works to my advantage. So thank you guys for playing this match. It's really cool. I mean, you got to admit, having to work together, I know it's hard, especially there's so many language barriers and different styles of play, but they do such a great job. Well, they need to get that thing up on that pole. Time's a wasting, and you've got the Union here building up strength. If you keep your flag, you can build up your unit in any spot, and that's what they've done. John Beck, 2nd Lieutenant. There's Mr. O'Keefe, 1st Lieutenant. World Traveling Man. Empling's here. We know all these names. Andrew Walsh, Wolfgang, these guys. Zawar. You know, we've seen these names a long time. I call these guys the old guard, man. They always seem to have their shit together before everybody else back in the day. That was just my impression. So the Confederates not trying to give up this spot. They want to take it for themselves. And the Union are going to have to do something about that. They're going to get some pressure from Slaughter in the 56th Virginia, trying to get around the flank. I'm not sure how far the map actually goes here, but he can certainly get around them. Let's see if he can sneak up. It's harder to sneak up on the front than it is on the back. And Slaughter probing to find the Union's flank. Here he comes out front. And he does it. They never saw him, so it's too late. The first round's fired, and you can see the Union falling in the ranks as they are fleeing the area. So another Very well-placed attack by the Confederates. Very well done. Philip Slaughter, known for doing his job. Well-oiled machine. These guys have been around a long time as well. And a lot of people here, man. Props to the 56th Virginia for bringing so many people to the battle. Well done. Thank you all for being here. So the Confederates holding strong, Union attacking the center. It's going to be the 3rd Alabama against the 8th Florida. Danny Fritz has his men fighting in the corner.
Ребята, в круге противник! В круге!
Море убили. Море убили.
Убит, убит!
And the Union coming in, pressing the attack. You can see the Confederates falling back. 51st New York. Back to the point of contention. There's Zerberos, Captain Ulti. And they're bringing the Confederate flag off that pole. Now they're about to go engage the Confederates. They're about to go to taking losses. So the Union really showing some muscle here at this point in the battle. 6.5 minutes on this point of contention. So this is really going to set the Confederates back. They're going to have some kind of charge. Now they got them between the hammer and the anvil. Will they do it? Here they go. 8th Alabama. Alabama German Legion. They're going to lead the way. Will they get support? And they're coming in with the bayonet. They do not want to lose this point of contention. And now the Serpents under a heavy attack. Will the Confederates get help? Will they need it? 8th Alabama doing their job. The remnants of the 51st getting out of there. Get out with that flag if you can. The Confederates going to take that back. So fell back long enough to get the point of contention neutralized. That I don't know if they have 5 minutes to get that bar all the way around or not. We'll see. And there you go, the Union finally engaged. And the Confederates going to get that point of contention back. See if that red bar can get around in 5 minutes. Well, you knew that was going to happen sooner or later. No need to stand out in the open. Confederates wisely going to try to find cover from the accurate fire of the Union artillery. And as the Union come down, they're having to kind of stay in the corn, which is harder to maneuver. Because we do have the 56th on the fence, and that's a large unit, and they're putting a lot of fire on that line as they come this way. The Union don't really want to expose themselves to too much fire out in the open. We got one Union regiment way over there. It's kind of quiet over here. Let's see what's going on. Out on the flank. 22nd Virginia, German Corps. Wonder what these boys, I guess they're looking for a flank. Maybe there's the skirmishers. Alright, the Union making a drive on the Confederate flank down the fence line. Maybe 56 or 51st New York. Haven't got all their guys back yet.
Da ist der Feind. Achtung. Feuer halten, geht ab. Kommt wieder.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot more help. And they're going to get it from the backside here. The Confederates really trying to hold this position. Union pushing it hard down the middle here. 8th Florida, supported by 52nd New York. And the Confederates using the hillside behind the railroad cut. Or the railroad itself, I'm sorry. As cover. But the Union not stopping. They're going to come straight over the fence.
Down 50 seconds, zurück ins Cornfield, über den Zaun.
Well, there it is. They're taking losses. Confederates in a lot of trouble. But they're trying desperately to get this point of contention. That'll right a lot of these wrongs that they faced so far. And it's just, this is kind of a do-or-die situation for the Union, because if they can keep the Confederates from taking this point of contention, this may be the winning move to take them out of the match.
Gib mir noch die Fahrt.
Still a lot of Confederates in the area. They're doing a damn good job holding this position. You see more pressure in the woods. 8th Florida, not afraid to push. And they're pushing out the 56. That's a large unit.
Enemy straight ahead, you may fire as well.
Floridians, one of the oldest units in the UEC. Been here since the very beginning.
New unit, Skim.
Ooh. Fire coming in. Well, 1 minute left. Will that red line get around in time? I'm not really sure. And they want to box this in. You see the Union sneaking in from behind. 52nd New York. John Beck getting his guys right up to the point. Can they get the flag off the point? At this time, that would be the end of this for the Confederates. It's going to be really hard for them to come back, because if they can take this, they'll be back almost neck and neck. They're a little behind even then. The Union really showing a lot of muscle today. I think a lot of that is it took the Confederates a while to kind of gel as a team, but they've certainly done it now. You can see they've got a pretty good line here, and they're going to strike from their right. And wrap around the 52nd New York here.
Kannst du mal kurz irgendwie rumlaufen und gucken, ob irgendwo ein freier Platz ist für uns?
Bisschen weiter links ist ein freier Platz.
Okay, dann Company, left face. At the Dark Forest March. Sag mal Stopp, wenn da genug Platz ist.
Ja, ich übernehme. Was schießt ihr auf euch?
Der eine, ja, der da nicht.
And you can see the Union out in the corn, but only by the puffs of smoke.
Haben wir dann Complete break reloads, touch bayonets, charge at the point.
Charge at the point. Auf den Punkt.
To the right, charge.
Auf den Punkt. Viking R drücken. Los, auf den Punkt. V drücken auf den Punkt. Einer die Flagge runterziehen.
They're doing it. They were going straight for the flag. 5th Ohio, German Corps, right in the face of the Confederates. They don't want that red line getting around. The bravery of the 5th Ohio may do it. This may be the winning move. Can they survive just a hail of bullets coming their way? Wow. Oh, no. Oh my God, it's nail biting. It's right there. Point neutralized. Wow. That was an incredible move by the 5th Ohio. That changes everything. Now the Confederates are going to have to dig out of a very deep hole right at the line. 5th Ohio taking it away. Bravo, boys. That probably won the match for the Union. It's going to be really hard for the Confederates now. They're going to have to win 2 of these in a row if they get that many with 6 minutes left in the match. This is it. This is the last one. They're going to have to kill a lot of Union in the process, and you can see they're still tangled up down here. They can't really get untangled. They were so close quarters. 3rd Alabama, 5th Ohio. They're just pissed off. They want to make them pay for doing that because they know they had it. If they could have just taken that point and they were so close, they could have got back in this thing. But with 6 minutes left, it seems like Confederates might be doomed. And you can see the Union not wasting any time. They've got a solid regiment going straight for the flag. You know who it is. It's been Venom all day. 51st New York. Got the hot foot today, and they are racing toward the point of contention. They're going to meet some Confederates there, but few. It's a mixed bag of 56th and 8th Alabama. And as the Confederates stream in onesie-twosie, you see the strong line of the 51st New York. They're going to get here first. Man, they have really just put on a clinic today of teamwork and motivation. Look at this, man. They're just all you can see the line just kind of where it started, and it's just going to snake around down this road and come into this position, just like a real army. And they're not going to wait at the point of contention. They're going to go straight in for the Confederates and neutralize these CSA guns. They're also going to take the point at the same time. Captain Olty there guarding Private Theodore. And they've done it. They secured the point of contention. Oh, but they are paying for it. Confederates on the fence. And the CSA has arrived. There's Weber on the fence. You've got Slaughter up in the woods. And the New Yorkers kind of trapped behind these rocks. Good defensive cover, though. But man, oh man, what a brutal fire from the Confederates. But you can see that blue line racing around. It just makes it harder for the CSA to get it back. And all the while, they're shooting off muskets. They are losing tickets as well. Wow, what a strong Confederate line. Now they're playing like a team. I love this, although they still have remnants back here. Tossing it up in the back, so a lot of Confederate units still going to take a long time to get back. 3rd Alabama. Yeah.
Despawn.
So, oh, the CSA piling in. I missed it. Here they come. Yeah. Wiping out the 51st New York with a brilliant attack.
56 and 2 runs.
Looks like they both hit at the same time. I'm sorry I missed that, guys. I was over there goofing off. And here goes the Confederates. They're going to take that thing back. 3.5 minutes left in this match. Can they do it? These guys have always done amazing things. They've surprised me in the past. I'm really curious to see if they can turn this thing around. You can see they've done it, neutralizing the point as the 20th New York comes in for support. So 56 Virginia, 20th New York. Working side by side. 2's better than 1. And the Union, they're going to have to come. And the Confederates, 3rd Alabama is still way over there. It's going to take them a long time to get back. Here the guys are happy. They're singing in the ranks.
Mr. Karl. Okay, seid ihr fertig da? Ab in die Formation, meine Herren.
Right face, Venom what?
Up in die right face.
Forward march.
Forward.
Forward.
Fire left.
Fire left.
Head out.
Prepare to hold.
Oh.
Front.
Ready.
Company ready.
Ready.
And now they will defend the position they just attacked. Just waiting for the Union to come into view. So this is interesting. The Union taking a while to get all their men back in. You can see they are piled up now. We've got a group coming straight down the road. I imagine 8th Florida or 51st. Yep, 8th Florida.
We need to wait for it.
They are moving right. They are moving. Their enemies. They are at the west, moving southwest.
Always sniffing for the flank.
Two flags.
Oh shit!
And we got
guys attacking us.
And you can see they're supported.
Oh, company about face.
About face.
They've hit the edge.
Out of bounds.
Compliment the enemy.
That was out of bounds.
Well, they tried to find the Confederate flank. They've got it because they're right on the edge of the map. 51st New York going right around them. Also trying to get back in. And they'll have to jog it straight across the open field. Known for it, 51st New York, historically one of the regiments that went across the famous Burnside Bridge and took it away from the Confederates. Tell me that's not a beautiful sight to see. And the state of Florida has arrived. Confederates made their way up to the fence, and that's going to put the Union at the disadvantage. They're firing from the open field. So can the Floridians survive the Confederate return fire?
Yes.
And as you can see, the answer is no, and Danny's going to take his guys over to blend in with the 51st New York. Smart move. Too many Confederates in the area. Look at this. Now the Confederates have got the picture. They're playing right. Staying together as a team. They're still far down on morale, but if they can win this last point of contention, it might make it interesting. They're certainly doing their best to do that right now, but a lot of Union in the area. And coming up from behind as well. It's going to be 52nd New York, Alabama German Legion. They're going to get support from the 22nd coming out of the woods. And you see men running all over this battlefield. And the 51st and the 8th Florida, they're just not going to have enough men to make this attack work, and they're starting to fall back. 3rd Alabama in pursuit. That's realistic as hell. That's exactly what happened. A lot. Shandar trying to get the flag out of there. Well done. So the Confederates are doing it. Can they get that red bar all the way around? 5-6 left in the match. So with 5 minutes left, the Confederates have a chance to at least win this last point of contention. Will that even them up? It looks like they're going to be right ahead of the Union if everything looks the way it looks to me. because they may go back to engaged, or the Union may go down to taking losses. But if that's the case, the Union is lower. We'll probably just call it a draw. I think ultimately that's probably why guys don't like playing this kind of match, but man, it's a lot of fun to watch. And the Union, this fence is really tough because they're having to really get out in the open field. They're going to have to flank around and come through those trees, but that's easier said than done. You see the little Union regiment out there getting pummeled. 5th Ohio. Really, these guys are responsible for keeping that point of contention away from the Confederates that last time. I'm going to call them the VIPs of this match because that was a winning move. But the Confederates trying to neutralize that winning move right now. They're going to get this red bar around if they play their cards right. I'm really curious to see how this turns out, because if I'm right, it's going to put the Confederates in the lead, and I would give them a win, but it looks like it'll probably be a draw. But a damn fine match. I've really put the Confederates out of this one early, and they really solidified. You know, early on they were kind of distracted. They were scattered out quite a bit. They really came together and fought as a unit, and I think that's what has given them this. And you can see it's a draw. Both of them taking losses. Well done, both sides. And I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new, make sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name is JOEHOVA, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye. And for those of you sticking around for the second match, I appreciate you staying. To get my sound right, I had to do this the old-fashioned way, so my chat's on a TV, and I have to turn my head to look at it, so if I miss something, go ahead and just keep throwing it up in chat. Throw out those flags. Who you think's going to win the next match? And we'll see where we end up. Towering trunks. I don't think they're going to stay here. Nope. We're going back to the skirmish map. Going back to the skirmish map. Oh yeah. Going back. Going back to the skirmish map. Back to the skirmish map. You know, I don't think they're going to play the Eastwood skirmish, so let's just get down there in the ranks. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, as you can see, they're ready to go. Want to find us the good map. And like I said, I didn't even pay attention to where we were going, so I'm interested myself. Tell you what, I'm pretty interested in this dinner. My wife made barbecue today. It looks delicious. Had a little bit earlier. It was. I'm going to have a little bit more after this here stream. So once again, do appreciate you all for being here with me today on this Saturday. Alright, hopefully with no further delay, we'll get the right map going. Get that party started. You can see that Luma barn burning over there. Just west of the East Woods lies the cornfield owned by the Miller family, and by 6 a.m. in the morning of the 17th, the veteran troops of the Union Iron Brigade would advance from the North Woods and through the cornfield into the open fields to their south, right into the withering fire. A withering fire. Alright, thank you for being here. My name is JOEHOVA. Welcome back to War of Rights. It's Saturday, and that means I'm hanging out with the UEC. Thank you once again to everyone in the UEC for allowing me to film these excellent events. And oh boy, this is going to be cool. The Piper Farm. Old school skirmish map. Now this has changed over the years. You know, when I started playing this game way back in the day, you'd pretty much just have a Confederate line up here. And not a lot went on the left side, but these days a lot of guys doing a lot of maneuvering over on this side. So we'll see how the Confederates decide to play it. Again, a really good comeback for them in the last match, bringing it to a draw when they were down early. And we'll see how the Union decides to attack this position. Hey, there's Hog. I didn't even see him on the first map.
Like Pickett's charge, but in reverse.
Okay.
Fredericksburg, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But if we keep banging our head against the wall enough times, then we'll win this match. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, what kind of uniform is that? You've got green on it.
I stole it. I spotted it.
Okay, Johnson with me.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Portis, take over.
I do speak Spanish.
Hello, gents.
Hello.
Good Abend, good evening.
Yeah, just walking.
Alright, boys. We're more experienced as the Rebs on this map. Yeah, you guys have got the ideas. But I think we've just got to keep pushing and get their tickets down. That's the main thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe sending one unit to the wall and focusing the right side might actually be a good idea.
Well,
I don't know if you
actually,
get kills that way though.
the thing is,
if you go through the orchard, like they can just fuck you up with buck and ball. We do it all the time.
the thing is, if you're at defense, you are better targets, as they can see you a little bit better, and the fences give you less cover than the wall.
To stop at the fence, my idea would be to send one unit to the wall and then send all the other units to actually push over and get into the hay bale area. And,
That's a very nice plan. That's a very nice plan.
Well, I think we gladly take the wall.
Fence is a waste of time. Like you've got to push. We've got to keep wiping them, as many of them as possible, to get them down to.
Yeah, we are skirmishers. We dispatch to your units. So if you want to charge, then we come to you.
Because we can send a unit down the road on the right, extreme right, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can send them, but they see it everywhere.
But again, I mean, you've played this more as Union than I have, right? So.
Yeah, you can go to the far right here on the fences.
I mean, what we could do is send one unit to the stone wall to try and distract them and keep as many of the Rebs on the left side as possible, and then send the rest of the units through the right, being really aggressive and trying to get a position around the hay bales. We could send one unit right down the road for a wide flank, and the rest just straight towards the hay bales.
We do the wide flank because we are the skirmishers, so we can charge.
I think, Hawk, we could go to the far left with the 52nd, but really go quite far to the left to stretch the field.
Yeah, like go to the wall and try and distract them if you can, yeah.
Yeah, the end of the wall where the fence and wall starts around there, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, make sure they can see you as well. Maybe like even cross the stone wall to try and, you know, not obviously don't get yourself killed, but try and keep them on that side. Because once we
if they're going away from us, we just push a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of the Union goes on the right side.
Yeah, it's always good to go for an early cap, I think.
Alright,
if,
I'll
we
go
can extend the time.
fairly straight to the point then. I'll make a right flank, but still more to the center then.
Okay,
well, that's how it's done.
Email, so maybe
you can see the extreme planning that goes on, and this thing is about to go live at 40 minutes. Thank you for being here. Let's see how the Confederates respond. I've known Hog a long time, and I got a sense that he would want to go to this side, so we're going to see how this works out and how the Confederates decide to defend and how many of these Confederate units the 52nd New York can hold over here. It looks like 3rd Alabama and 56th Virginia in the area. That's a lot of manpower, so we'll see if the 52nd can hold them in this position. And the Confederates not falling for it. 20th New York. Weber, he knows this plan as well, and they're going to come over here. See, lost with the flag. And so it'll be Colonel Weber against the Union Army once again. Of course, he's usually wearing blue. Alabama German Legion, Greenberg, back in command. Love to see that. I've been away a while, so I don't know how long these guys have been back, but it's good to see you. And the Union will start their attack. It's going to be the 22nd, 22nd Virginia German Corps, Captain Jack Stone. And the Confederates not stopping. This is a beautiful maneuver by Weber. Right on the flank, and he's going to take on the other half, or another third of the German Corps there, the 22nd Virginia. As you can see, that's the flank as the main Union Army coming straight out into the fence corner. 51st New York, along with the 5th Ohio, taking fire, but really pinning down Weber now. He's going to be flanked. He's got a lot of guys against him. How are the Germans going to hold this position? Ooh. Face in the dirt for the Colonel. And the Union getting aggressive. 8th Florida. Sergeant Johnson out front.
Prepare to hold. Hold. Company, at ready. Company, take aim. Company, fire. Break loads about face. Company, double quick hold.
He's got to get him out of there because they know they've got a stone wall. Much better protection than blades of grass that they are standing behind, so they're going to get out of there. But aggressive play. 22nd Virginia in the corner. Jack Stone going to drive them off. He got their flank, and they have to leave. Well done by the Virginians. And the 52nd, as promised, on the wall.
Hey, you see die einzelnen Leute laufen.
They're going to try to pin down some Confederates. You can see it's working. 3rd Alabama moving that direction. That's only one unit, and the Confederates now pushing down the center. They're going to try to divide. Oh, we got 3rd Alabama over here too. Man, they're big. 3rd Alabama, this is an aggressive strategy for the Confederates. They're getting in behind the Union, who are going for the caissons. 5th Ohio.
Und dann abknien
These guys have been aggressive all day. German Corps.
Oh God!
But they are under heavy fire now and unsupported.
Einfach hinknien, die Limbas sind noch.
Out in front of the line. And Confederates aggressively attacking. 3rd Alabama hitting the 51st New York, and they're going to turn to the bayonet. And the Alabama going to do it. Let me live! Ulti trying to get away with the flag. He's not away yet. Alright, well done, Captain Ulti. You ain't getting my flag. And now the 5th Ohio going to try to run the gauntlet and get out of this kill spot that they got themselves into, but they've got help. 8th Florida on the road, really pushing the Confederates on their extreme left. But they've got them right behind them here. Over Alabama. How long will they hold this position? With Ohio not giving up, they're coming back.
Hört mich eigentlich jemand?
Ja.
And Florida still pushing. No, 22nd Virginia. Oh, Jack Stone getting shot in the throat. 8th Florida coming right up behind him. You heard the command, fire at will, and more Confederates coming up the hill behind the stone wall.
Komm, ihr wisst, wie das geht. Kämpft euch vor. Laden und Feuer.
Look at that guy crouched by the wall right there. Got a captain shooting a pistol right over his head. He got out of there.
Gut, das ist
So the Confederates really putting a lot of hurt on the Union, and they're backing out of that spot. So well done by the Confederate counterattack. 8th Alabama, Alabama German Legion coming over to assist the 20th New York. Well done, Greenberg. And you'll see the Confederates will now go back and fill that hole. So that attack thwarted for the moment, as Hogg and the other Union commanders go back, lick their wounds a little bit, and try to respond. You can see we got more Union movement in the middle. 51st New York. They've joined the 52nd at the fence line. They could push for the point of contention. The Confederates ready to cover that left attack. And the Union's right flank is going to have to punt or try that again. They know they've got a lot of Confederates there. You can see the Union able to move the Confederates off the point of contention. Now will they make a push?
Frontfeinde hinter uns.
15 Mann Südost-Süden stehen.
Über der Grasnarbe, Süd-Südost.
Südosten, da wo der Company. Ja, sind sie zurück.
Nein,
oder
weiter
nach
rechts. Weiter rechts.
Stehen die oder?
Boy, that guy's excited. Look at him.
Steht eine Einheit. Am Hügelkamm.
I want to kill.
Wer das Ziel sehen kann, take A. Ha! Ich habe nur eine Fahne gesehen, die hat sich nach rechts zurückbewegt. Ansonsten sehe ich hier nichts.
Warte.
And it looks like the Union going to have to try to figure out some way else to push this right side. And they'll go to the long-range musket fire. 32 minutes left in the match. Right now, the Union does have the advantage.
Yep, makes sense. Yep.
They tried the right, didn't work. They're going to rethink their strategy and now swing around and hit them hard on the left.
I have no idea, man. It's that's called pissing in the wind. That's what we call that.
They're extraordinary sharpshooters.
Yeah, but it's not fucking awesome. What's right this time? Hopping over, I guess. Hopping over.
We're still killed through them. We just need to get some more kills. So if we push to the left side with the friendlies, hopefully we can get some more kills. Yeah. If we had the units and one on the right, we would have been able to take them.
So the Union pushing the hill. This always turns into a bloodbath. You can see the line of dead bodies there. And Rich knows that he usually plays Confederate on this map, and but I've seen the Union have success pushing this fence line. So if they stay committed to this fence line, they might be able to do it if they can really punch hard. But we'll see if they allow themselves to get stretched out on this fence. Right now, it's about low.
Kneel and reload. Good shots, boys. We got a couple of good shots. Kneel and load.
Either down and load.
Kneel to load.
Venom, do you want to try and push? Oh, you guys as well.
We are ready, sir. Give the order.
Kneel down. Venom, we need to do something, man. Like, we've got to push
we need to
together.
start pushing up through open field, but stick to the fence line. So we get into the capsule,
we can
and
do
then
that.
they have to come out.
We can do that. Get your numbers stacked. Yeah.
Yeah, one unit sticks to the right-hand side of the
Who
fence.
have we got on our left? We need to. Have we got 50 seconds on our left?
German Corps was up there somewhere.
So, jetzt haben wir unser Frontspiel.
Ohio, we're going to get up the fence line towards the enemy with us in the 51st. So please support us when we do that. We're going to be moving.
All right.
Is there any unit on your left?
Nine.
No.
No, 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Where are they?
We're in most left unit currently.
Oh, okay. I have no idea where the 50 seconds is. Okay, good job. Company right face. At the double march.
We hold him. We hold him.
Company forward, quick time, guide.
And here they go. They'll use the fence as a guide, and they'll push on the Confederates. They'll have a lot of cover on that hill halfway up, so this has the most opportunity for success, unless you can surprise them on the right like they tried earlier. We'll go with the Union attack.
Left into line, march.
On the left into line.
At the double.
I believe this is the attack of Caldwell's
Quick time.
brigade. Crossing. Ooh, you can see the fire already coming in. And Hogg is legging his men up the hill toward the point of contention.
Fire wheel.
This is the danger zone for the Union Army.
Aim for their feet if you can.
Flag down. 8th Florida full back.
And you can see Hogg frustrated because they do have rebels behind them. 3rd Alabama never went anywhere, and here they come, hitting the flank. And Florida having to come back to defend against the 3rd Alabama. And now even more Alabama coming out of the field. That's going to be the Alabama-German Legion up there. Most likely. It is indeed, and they will wipe the 51st New York. This is what the Confederates wanted. But again, that's the Union's best chance. Now, if they had something over here to do, but Confederates holding them back on this side. Colonel Weber, 20th New York. And they'll hold off against their counterparts in the 22nd Virginia, and they'll just slug it out on this side the rest of the day, while the rest of the action is in the middle. And the Confederates really pushing down farther than I've seen. 3rd Alabama on the flank, and they may take away the stone wall from the Union. Confederates showing a lot of muscle in this second match. Both sides are dead even with 26 minutes left to go in the battle. Old school skirmish map. These guys have been playing here for a long time. Very well placed shots, I tell you. 3rd Alabama doing a great job today. Captain Williamson having that awesome flanking maneuver in the first battle, and right here really putting a hurt on the Union at this point in the battle. Hogg's flank is completely turned, and he knows it. He's trying to see where they're coming from. Uh-oh.
Отставить, Hawk, run away, I don't want to kill you.
Run away, I don't want to kill you. Dude, that's real Civil War. He thought those were Union. He thought they were Union and almost walked right into them. Oh, you hear it first. Union first to go to engage, so the Confederates have a slight, ever so slight lead, and Hogg knows he wants to get on the flank of the 3rd Alabama, and here he goes. He's going to do it. They don't see him coming. They see him now. I don't know if Hogg has enough men to pull this off. 3rd Alabama's big, but will he get support? And as the 8th Florida melts away, the answer is a solid no. And here come the counterattack. 3rd Alabama, they know how to do it. Sergeant Tits. But now both sides engaged. 25 minutes left in the match, and this is a dead heat, my friend. War of Rights at its finest. UEC. Third Alabama really messing up all the plans of the Union here. This is a great spot. If you can hold this on the Confederates, this really limits what the Union can do against you. You can hear the commands coming in frantically as the Serpents throw lead at the 3rd Alabama. They do have support. Alabama, German Legion.
Augen links bitte.
This is a real problem for the Union. An aggressive commander, Greenberg.
Da ist eine Fahne links von uns, Greenberg.
He's going to put his men in the best position to do damage to the enemy. He's done
Genau
that
in
here.
Position. Sag mir, wenn sie losläuft. Die ist dort, die ist im Unionspawn. Sag mir, wenn sie move. Denkt dran, wir sind hier nur wieder, um Zeit zu schinden. Sollte das kritisch werden, fallen wir zurück.
Ein paar Leute in Skirms und Tauli.
Alles gut, drauf geschissen. Ballert wieder vorne an der Steinwand ab.
Weiter die Mauer.
He knows his flank is exposed.
Wer steht hier denn? Schießt nicht auf die Skirms.
You can see he's kind of refused his line a little bit. He's got guys broken off in kind of an L shape.
Ballern.
This is also how they would do it in real life. These guys are very historically accurate. And you can see finally able to drive off our Russian friends from the 3rd Alabama. But they still have to deal with our German friends from the Alabama German Legion. They have now made it to the Snakehorn fence. Looks like Greenberg's going to give up on the position without support, and the Alabama German Legion will move off, so the Union can breathe a sigh of relief. They were really in a bad spot right there.
Hebt mal die Flagge auf hier.
Das ist eure Fahne, German Corps.
And now the men will get their numbers back, but you can see the Confederates did a lot of damage to the Union there, and I'd put the Confederates in the lead at this point with 22 minutes left in the match. Once again, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm spending a lot of time in Antietam being a volunteer this year, so my streaming is going to be limited, but I'm going to do the best I can to bring you the best content I can. And for all of you that jonesing for War of Rights when I'm not around, Kotao is over there making awesome videos in this same kind of style, so go over there and watch him. He's doing a lot of videos. Kotao is going through all kinds of different events, so I would encourage you to go check him out on YouTube. Give him a like, tell him JOEHOVA sent you. When I'm on the road and I see his videos pop up, it always makes me happy. I get to see my boys, and I don't even have to talk for 2 hours. Like that's a problem for me. All right, 51st New York, going to try it again. The Serpents are in the grass amongst the orchard of Mr. Piper. Hey, and by the way, Noah asked Mr. Piper if he wanted Union and Confederates fighting on his land, or if he wanted them buried there after the battle. That, of course, was done free of charge by the United States government. But there wasn't an apple left on any of these trees, I'll promise you that. Piper was one of the more wealthy people in the area. As a matter of fact, was not living on the property, as my understanding is he had a tenant working the property for him. This, of course, was roughly the position of General Longstreet. And when the Union came across, before Richardson was killed, or mortally wounded, I'm sorry, Cross came out into this cornfield and engaged the Confederates. And it took some pretty suicidal counterattacks by D.H. Hill to drive those guys off. And of course, you get the famous story of Longstreet there in his slipper because he had a blister on the back of his heel. Unable to wear a boot, and his staff manning a gun to try to drive off the Union as they came up this area because they had nothing behind them. Confederates would have been completely broken, and here they come. A large attack. 3rd Alabama coming back down the hill. They want the position, and telling you, the Union not doing a lot to defend it from them. I'm kind of trying to see where the Union is at this point. Confederates really in control. We got some units on the wall. I don't think that's all of them, unless they all went farther down to the left. Looks like that's what they've done. 20 seconds down here now. 8th Florida. They're coming over. Here we go. Hog is going to want to get all the way over to get on the flank if he can. And they'll go up through Mr. Piper's Orchard one more time.
Right wheel, march.
Right wheel.
And they are just falling in the ranks. Oh my God, look at the faceless man.
Hold far well.
Mr. Faceless Man, Mr. Faceless Man. Got a cool mustache. Invisible. Interesting. You never saw me. I was never here.
Of unit reinforcements coming.
Yeah,
If you get shot, does he have blood? Oh, here comes the counterattack, and the Union is going to feed out. It's 8th Alabama, German Legion.
Nachsetzen, kommt, lasst die nicht. Genau, schön.
Ich hab's erwischt, Alter.
Den habe ich auch. Nachsetzen, kommt, lasst die nicht.
And Greenberg's going to push him back to Washington all the way over the fence. Greenberg coming back, having a great time. You hear the guys laughing in the ranks. I tell you, the Confederates really showing a lot of muscle in this match. And they do have a slight lead here. You don't really see the Confederates become this aggressive all the time in this map. I really like it. And it does really put the Union at a disadvantage because they're kind of out in the exposed corn. Hard to see, but easy to hit. Greenberg still pushing. Here we go. Right into the ranks of the 51st New York. I didn't think the Confederates could get this far. They're still there. Don't celebrate yet. Looks like that guy's face isn't the only thing rendering. I don't see a flag on that pole. Or that one. Look at this. Greenberg on fire. It's a duel. Oh, God! Venom came out with a pistol and Greenberg shot him in the face. Greenberg got his dander up. Oh, shot in the back. Rip. So both commanders down, and these guys are still slugging it out here at the stone wall. You're watching War of Rights. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. This is the Saturday event for the United European Community. It's going to be Server 1. Server 2 is going to be Kotow. He's over there on YouTube, so go check him out. Be sure to give him a like and a subscribe. He's making excellent content. He's doing a lot more events. I only do UEC, and Kotow is all over the place doing all kinds of events, and they're fun to watch. So the Confederates aggressive, holding this corner down here. I really like this style. Not easy to accomplish, to be honest. They're doing a pretty good job of it here today. Empling doing his best, trying to keep his guys together. to put fire on these Confederates, but they are far out in front of the point of contention. Right now, it's not looking great for the Union. 15 minutes left. They're about to go to taking losses. The Union going to have to get together, get on the same page, and figure out an attack. And it looks like they're stretched out back here on the fence. It's Florida. Right now it's a game of tickets, and they're trying to win that game. They've got support from the 22nd Virginia, and they are shooting it out with Colonel Weber and the 20th New York, and that's their speciality. There you go. You hear the rebel yell. 15 minutes left, and the Union is taking losses. That means Confederates are winning the match at this stage. And that's evident. You can see them really pushing far forward, more forward than you normally see on this match. An aggressive style, but that's how these guys like to play. And the 3rd Alabama holding the corner as the Union trying to get around their left flank. And the Confederates will make another push to the right. 8th Ohio coming in to support the 8th Florida. Really excellent match, and now on the far left side you're going to have the Serpents trying to draw more Confederates away from the point of contention.
Just ahead. Fire.
Kind of looks like Hancock.
My drop.
It's a great shot. Feel free to use it. If you need it in any of your video projects. Well, you can see they've pushed the Union back into the bloody lane. And they'll try it on the right side again. Of course, the Confederates already have men out in this position. That's going to be your German Corps, 20th New York, along with 8th Alabama. So they've gone back to their original position. Todd Gray here in the ranks, an observer along with the 8th Alabama German Legion. He picked a great group to run with this weekend. I'm telling you, when different leaders come in, you just get, oh, well, he just went out. Different leaders come in, you get different flavors from these groups, and they fight completely differently. And it's nothing against any of the other commanders. They're all really great. They just have different styles. And we haven't seen the aggressiveness out of the 8th Alabama lately that we're seeing today, and I contribute that to Greenberg being here. You know he likes to fight, and he's put his men in position all day long. All right, the right is now making a push, and the left is starting to collapse. Now, we saw this before, and the Alabama German Legion came in to support Weber. They are running further back this time. They know they've got a strong Union force in pursuit. It's 8th Alabama. I'm sorry, 8th Florida. And I don't think it'll be long before the 8th Alabama is going to be over here with the bayonet. You see them already getting to the wall. And now they're both taking losses. 11 minutes left in the match. This thing is neck and neck. Are they going to draw on a skirmish map? It's rare, but I could see it. These guys are just fighting the hell out of each other. Union not able to push those two units. Just too strong together. You have two veteran units. And now the Confederates are going to charge into the open field. And Hogg's going to try to get a flank on the 3rd Alabama. Florida coming in behind in the exposed field. And the faceless man out in the van, tearing it up.
Guys,
Come
on, guys.
Jesus. Hey, Lex, what are you
some
doing?
love.
Hey,
Just some
Jesus,
love.
Stop that. You don't need that, Jesus.
Yes, no, come here, brother. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. They are just driving all the way up through the orchard. Wow.
Oh, officer, no,
What an
no,
incredible
don't shoot me,
attack. 8th Florida showing some muscle here, coming all the way up through the orchard at the cannons.
Good call, John.
And Johnson going to have to call him back. They're way out in front of the rest of the line. Here's Jack Stone in support. So now the Confederates have time to be on their heels as the Unions start to take away the point of contention. Going to take a long time for Alabama to get over here, but they are doing it. You can see Greenberg getting his men in position, and Weber's not far behind. So a big field, and the Union tried to take advantage of that in time. Can they hold off the Alabama? We'll see. It's the 51st New York. Got a lot of faceless men. Well, you see the backs of the Confederates, so they are pushing them off. Well-honed fire, the 51st New York. Well, there you go. You got the counterattack. They did it. 8:47. And the Union has taken away the point of contention from the Confederates. How will they respond? I imagine with a massive charge by the 8th Alabama, and the Union now going to go back to normal tactics for this map, running back to the stone wall now that they've taken away the point of contention. It's going to force the Confederates out into the open. But these are experienced units. They've done this a whole lot of times.
Right face, double, and Beifalls left. March.
And you see I'm flooding already back to the point of contention. Union in a good position to force the issue here, but they're going to just try to take away some tickets. They are behind on tickets, so it's not a bad response to this. But we'll see if they make another attack as the clock ticks down. Strong Confederate line here. And they're going to push. Here they go. 3rd Alabama. And they'll meet the Union in the open orchard. Here they come with the bayonet. 51st New York. And here come Alabama, German Legion. Major Jebediah, Sergeant Major Jebediah, there's Captain Williamson.
Строй встаем. Который левее, левее противник, левее, на норд-вест норд.
Look at his eyes light up when he fires that pistol. Give me one without the thing. Well, there you go. They got it back. We're back to the regular game clock. 8.5 minutes left, and it's neck and neck one more time. I mean, the Confederates have a slight lead, but it ain't by much. The Union really showing a lot of talent, and they have finally gotten up into these caissons. And on the flank, 5th Ohio really playing great. 2nd Lieutenant Dreet. Guess that's how you say that. Well done. Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. So the Buckeyes really doing a great job out here today. And Alabama's going to come after him. Here they go. Who's out front? Well, he's dead. Can the Alabama hold against the third Alabama? Sorry, the Ohio. And it doesn't look like it. A lot of Alabama coming up the hill. Lucci will try to get away. Mad Blood after him. Or Mud Blood? Is that Mud Blood? Mad Blood. Mad Blood after him. But it looks like he's going to get away. Well done. So the Union stabilizing their lines, but they're down on men. 22nd Virginia holding the Union position with 7 minutes left. Confederates not looking like they want to lose this one. I don't know if it's going to come to a draw or if it's going to give them to them at the point, but I imagine it's going to come down to a bloodbath at the point of contention when this thing is all said and done with, and we'll see who has the most tickets at the end. This graphic glitch is hilarious with these faces missing. It's like the ghosts are coming back to fight. Jimmy, I thought you was dead. Hell, I am. You don't see my face, do you? And Greenberg getting itchy. Wants to find the Confederate flank. Put the hammer to it. He's been doing it all day. And he's bringing Williamson with him. Aggressive commanders on the Confederate side, and they're doing a great job. Yeah, kind of a little rough start today, but once they got it together, boy, they have been tough to beat. Here come the Union up the hill, H Florida. They'll do it the hard way again. And here come the attack on the flank. Third Alabama. And now the Union is breaking. But the Confederates aren't far from it, and this will give the Union the chance to win the match. But you can see 3rd Alabama on the corner. They are not giving the Union time to get up. Williamson doing a great job today, really hitting this position hard. It's not something I've seen a lot, and I'm really liking the results. A lot of Confederates on this fence line. All Alabama, 3rd and 8th Alabama. All right, there it is. The Confederates are now breaking with 4 minutes left in the match. If the Union can push up and take the point of contention, they can win the match right now, hands down. Can they do it? The Confederates have really looked strong, and they don't look like they're showing any signs of changing that. We'll see how the Union can get it done. They got half the Confederate Army right here in front of them right now. If they can destroy them, they may have a chance to get up. But it's the whole damn state of Alabama. No, this is just the 3rd Alabama now. 8th Alabama has backed off to the corner, so they will have support. And it's almost like a trap. You see a good line there, you think you can take it, you break them, but then here come the counterattack by the other regiment coming from behind. Looks like Confederates are also trying to draw the Union away from the point of contention by moving more people to their right. So with less than 4 minutes left, the Union's going to have to get their shit together right now to get this thing done. I'm curious to see how they can make it happen. You can see they are still fairly stretched out. 5th Ohio putting some heat on the Confederates out. This is going to be 8th Alabama.
Zurück über den Zaun, zurück über den Zaun. Scheiße, da steht die Tür. Ich dachte, die fallen zurück nach einer Seite.
And they're going to get behind the fence for cover.
Sorry, Jungs.
So, a little lethargic on the attack for the Union so far. This is going to be interesting. They know this game way better than I do. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, trust me. But 3 minutes seems like very little time to get this maneuver done, especially with the Army so stretched out. Can they do it? This is a really aggressive line held by the Confederates. I love this. Well done.
Nachladen, Bajonette.
And 52nd here spending most of their time flanked. You can see the point of contention is fading by decay. Now this is really interesting because it's just going to make it easier for the Union. So the Confederates almost need to have somebody over near the point of contention, even though it's going to be a lot of fire just to keep that bar up, because this is going to make it easier for the Union to get in there and take away that point of contention with 2 minutes left in the match. And Williamson ain't having it. You're not just going to sit there. He's coming in with the bayonet. And the Alabama has arrived. Unexpected, hitting the flank and pushing through the Union. He's not going to give them a chance to have enough men to hit that point of contention. But here they go across the field. Union. You see Jack Stone there. Venom is here. 51st New York. 22nd Virginia. They'll go for the point of contention. They won't be there alone. It's the 8th Alabama. Alabama, German Legion. 1:35 left in the match. The red bar is fading away. Can the Union do it? Can they pull it off in the last minute? Greenberg out there with the pistol. Blackbourne's like, you better stop that right now. Marriott trying to... This is it. It all comes down to this. 1 minute left. Can the Alabama hold? You hear charge. The 5th Ohio back here drawing them away from the point of contention. But they are getting it back. 50 seconds left. 20th New York coming down. The Union just don't have enough men here to be able to pull it off. This is looking like a Confederate victory. Wow. A hard fight all day long, but I believe the aggressive tactics of the Confederates here getting down the hill and on that fence line really made the difference. I don't think the Union was expecting that kind of an attack. And it's really paid off. Here they go. Here's going to be the last gasp of the Union Army. Here, Mr. Hogg, there you go. Let's follow our buddy. See how long he can live. Oh, not long. Not long enough to get the rip. And they will smash into the Alabama Brigade here. 3rd Alabama, 8th Alabama fighting alongside each other today. Supporting each other well. It's had positive dividends. Oh, look at this slowdown. We might have a crash. Oh, it crashed. Nope, it ended. That's it. And they're going to give the victory to the Confederates. Well earned. A great tactic. They did an awesome job all day, so well done to the CSA. And thank all of you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you like that, make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Till next time, my name is JOEHOVA, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye. All right, for all of you on the stream, I sincerely appreciate you being here. Next week, I won't be here. We're going to be in Sharpsburg. We've got the Park Service is putting on a little potluck dinner for us as volunteers to say thank you. So we are going to go enjoy that. And we'll get our training finished up here in the next couple weeks. And I'll be at Antietam on the weekends showing people around as an ambassador. So if you're ever in that area, you guys make sure to look me up. Hit me up on any of the social medias. And we'll try to meet up. And I'll teach you what I'm learning about the battle. And, of course, what I've already learned for many years of studying it. So thank you once again for being here. Until next time, I will catch you later.